Welcome back. We got more crap. More crap. This is going to be a video that's the true downfall of multiple streamers' careers. All right? I'm only kidding. It's not that serious. But I want to start off the video with a couple things. As you can see, this is not mine. I didn't buy the game. People are getting refunds for Ashes of Creation on Steam. Fight it, fight it, fight it. Put in the ticket for the refund. You get denied, put it in again. Link some stuff. Hey, look, they're shutting down the thing. Look at this post. Put this in there. People are having success on the second, third escalation, including some evidence. But Steam knows. They know. The game is apparently no longer available for purchase, which to be fair, I did not check. By the way, I turned off the adult games thing, so it no longer pops up when I go to search things on videos that I don't plan to edit. So don't look at that last one. Yeah, no longer can buy it. So I'm willing to bet this was not a willful decision on Intrepid's part to remove this. I'm willing to bet that. That's a gamble on my end. Probably Valve themselves were like, no more. So refunds, get them if you bought it recently. Let me reword that. If you bought it on Steam, push for your refund, okay? No matter what, 100 hours, 200 hours, push for that refund. You deserve it. The next topic. Sorry, Esfand. There's nothing like incriminating in these messages. I log on WoW today. I go to work, talking to some people at work, cursing everyone off. I'm only kidding. But I'm at work, right? And I turn to my screen because I work from home and I had WoW open and it's a whisper from Esfand, who's on my server. He just hits me up with the, hey man. I just hit him with the what? Not even a question mark. I was ready to... We were going to do battle, right? And don't blame him if he was going to come in and be like, yo, fuck you, Neck Rage. Don't blame him, right? I was the asshole in this scenario, right? I came at him pretty... I went for him pretty hard. We'll word it that way. And I wouldn't blame him if he was a complete asshole to me in return, right? Because I was an asshole yesterday. I was heated, bro. I was riding that high that I was right. You son of a bitches, I was right all along. You know, I was riding that. I was on that high. So this video is gonna be a little bit more tame. I'm not gonna be as yelly, but because I don't yell all that much. I'm not passionate about anything. I'm usually a pretty quiet person, as you can tell. No, that's not true at all. I'm very passionate about my gaming and my MMO. That's why when I get the opportunity to talk about what I feel is a topic that needs to be discussed and people need to discuss the difficult stuff so people cannot get away with some nasty crap in the MMO world. I don't like when my MMOs are perverted. I don't want people to destroy our world, our gaming world. So Esfand reaches out to me anyway. Very kind. Very kind. Hits me up. We'll go through it. Esfand, there's nothing to hide. If there was anything, say, don't talk about this, I would respect that, right? Wouldn't have any agreement. Super laid back stuff. We'll go through it real fast. Hey man, I just hit him up with the what? I was ready, right? Ready to throw verbal punches. I said, well, have a good day, because he didn't respond for a few minutes. I have timestamps on my chat. Let me zoom out a little bit so I don't cut out everything. Sorry, I was fighting. All good. Saw a video of me claiming me and a bunch of other people knew Ashes of Creation was scamming. We were trying to push people to buy the game, but I feel like I was pretty grounded in what I was saying. What I always said about the game and early access, I suppose, you made. Okay. I was just curious if you ever saw me talk about how the games in early access, it's super not done yet. It could never get done. You should only pay for it if you basically want to donate and support the project of any stuff. It could never get done, meaning it's possible that it never gets done as development it's still in development for 10 years, Camelot Unchained. Another example. Fair. Yeah, I have a guild member pushing Camelot Unchained. I'm like, bro, I'm never playing that. Stop. Shout out to Baffle. Okay, that's fair. And to be openly honest, after the last vanilla release with the Seal of Blood crap, I was never a fan. I won't let that cloud my judgment here. You have my word there. First and only interaction. Okay, 2 interactions now. First interaction or introduction to Esfand from myself was, this dude yelled at Blizzard until they added Seal of Blood to save the Alliance from now being the weaker faction. I've been playing WoW for 20 years. I've always been Horde. It's always been like the vanilla WoW. And you could debate me up and down about whether or not Horde are weaker in vanilla WoW. I always say yes, they are, except for PvP racials, stuff like that. Yes. But in terms of like King's buff, all that crap, whatever. She was on the other foot. Esfand steps in, gets it balanced. So I was like, whoa, wasn't balanced the whole time. Where were you when we were the weak ones? You know, you never stepped in to say anything about us. Not that I would want the change anyway. Because I would complain about that too. I'd be like, whoa, don't do that. Make the game original, but also don't change BC. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That was my first interaction or introduction to Esfand's content. Didn't like that. All right, I was like, what the? Yeah, I was pissed. I was definitely dropping a lot of fuck this, fuck that, fuck this guy. He's pushing that, you know. And then I asked him, let me ask you this. Do you think there's anything you could link me to reference what you were claiming? It's in pretty long streams, but a lot of my audience knows this too. What I'm curious about is Seal of Blood stuff. What upset you about that? I pretty much just covered that, right? But I told him I'm more than happy to do a more balanced follow-up and be more than fair with full coverage about your stances specifically. If I can get my hands on any clip, I'm more than happy to show your reserved, balanced stance on Ashes of Creation. And we're going to do that. We're going to take a look. In my last stream, I basically said the XP debt PvP system need to be reworked. I got to view that at some point. I was playing on Hayden level 25, stopping for this play test. I said the same thing over and over again, 10 to 15, and everyone said it's the same as 25, blah, 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 blah. It goes on quite a while. If you want to pause and read through it yourself, you definitely can. Pretty nice back and forth. No aggressive stuff, because I'm never aggressive. Esfand's not aggressive. We just had a little back and forth. And I said, that's fair. I can respect your stance on stuff. You link it. I'll look at it. And we'll do him justice, right? We'll take a look. We'll see if we agree, disagree. And I'll make this relatively quick because I don't want another 40-minute video. Also, I have a raid team that's still waiting for me. We'll jump in there. So hopefully that's long enough for you to pause the video, read it. I'll zoom out a little bit because I could see my webcam's kind of blocking that. There's the chat. Nothing to hide. If this was anything like secretive or anything like that, I wouldn't even post it because I respect privacy. But Esfand's got nothing to hide here. I don't got anything to hide myself. Sorry if that background's a little bit hard to read. Yeah, you are more level-headed than I was led to believe. And I like to believe I'm level-headed. People want to talk? That goes to anyone in that previous video. That goes for anyone in that previous video. I want to stress that. We want to talk. We want to shake hands, let bygones be bygones. You got it. Even if I get a message, okay, can you shut the fuck up now? Yes. Yes, I can. I said what I had to say. I'll do it again. No, but yeah, I said all I had to say on the topic. Esfand reached out today. Again, super shocked. I don't know who watches a video like that and then goes, hey man, can we talk? Because that's pretty hard to do. So, gotta give credit where credit's due, right? Dude was level-headed. It was nice. We talked a little bit about Classic Plus, what we want to see in it. I was looking at the survey. We talked about that. I was like, Jesus Christ. How are people voting for this stuff? But maybe I'm the black sheep, right? I'm the weirdo. To be fair, I'm pretty strange, right? Over and over, same stuff, back and forth, a little bit about what the video was, a little bit about Classic Plus, Vanilla, playing the same crap over and over. Wished him a good stream, right? Now, we are going to mute the WoW music. Real quick.
So, am I having fun playing the game for day 1, day 2? Yes. Do I have any idea what's going on? Absolutely not. But
that made me double check the time on this video a month ago when he said that. I don't know what he's referencing. Do I have any idea what's going on? What is that, like any background development information? Or does that mean, did someone ask you something that made you say that? Like, what's going on with the financial situation? Like, was there a question? I don't know, but I question that.
I do know
what that
I'm
meant.
Enjoying the time that I'm spending.
That's fair.
Okay, yeah.
That's a fair statement, right? I like my time in the game. I've been having fun. No complaints. There's nothing wrong with that, right? You can enjoy the game. Nothing sell out about that. Nothing wrong to say that, right?
I mean, I think that's like a pretty fair assessment. What I've been telling people that have been asking, like,
who is this? That's the question. That's Zaryu. I don't know who he is, but he's in the description. Well, I know I've heard of him, but I never spoke with him or anything.
Should I spend my money?
Listen to this.
It's like, well, what are your expectations? I think if you have the expectation of you want to spend $50 and play an MMO right now, I would honestly say like probably not, right? But if you want to spend $50 and be a part of the development process of something that might be really sick a year from now or 2 years from now, and you're fine with server downtime and like buggy stuff and like jankiness, whatever, you're fine with that. But like in a couple years, you can be like, yeah, I was early access into this, and like I helped kind of create, you know, what this thing could be. Then I'd be like, yeah, that's the person that should spend the 50. Shifting over to Ashes.
Okay, that's a fair statement by, I think yesterday I was like, who the fuck is this guy? I was going to throw that. I was laying in my bed last night and the YouTube comment comes up on my phone and it says, Timu Ron Jeremy. And I was like, why is he calling me that? And then I realized, I pulled up Esfand, pulled up Ron Jeremy's picture. I was like, I get it. But very funny. Definitely laughed about that. I get the Ray Romano voice thing all the time. So
because I'm sure a lot of people are tuning in. They're like,
feel free to attack me too. That's fine. But anyway, fair statement, right? Fair thing to say. And I started diving a little bit deeper. I started looking at every single description of every one of Esfand's videos. I gotta give credit where credit's due. That's the prime place to put that Ashes of Creation referral link. It's not there. And I did check yesterday. So either Esfand got to it real quick and removed it, or it was never there. I don't think it was ever there. Because there's a lot of Ashes of Creation videos for him to go through to remove. I don't think it was there, to be fair. So like I said, I'm fine to do fair kind of breakdowns of people's channels, look at stuff. My major gripe with Ashes of Creation right now, like that's fair. I respect that, right?
So I've been playing Ashes for about a week now. We're currently level 13, and we're starting to kind of like look at some of the stuff and start to understand some of like the stats and the systems in the game. We're leveling a lot today, but during that time, like I've gotten some gear, and I really want to start looking at like, okay, what does this gear do? What does that gear do? And how does it feel? Like, how does it feel to build out your character? And that's one of the primary things that So,
well, it's fair, right? It's a respectable stance to have. There are a few people that were pushing yo, you gotta buy this. You gotta get on this now. Don't miss this. Don't miss this hype train. Use my link. There were people doing that. I was definitely way too aggressive yesterday to some of these guys. Esfand, probably you the most, as far as I can tell. Probably a little undeserving. You were just an easy target, bro. I had a dislike from you at the beginning, so I apologize for coming off a little bit hard on Esfand. He's a nice dude. And again, that was those messages from WoW. Only conversation I've ever had with him privately, except for, I think I tweeted at him once, or I X'd at him once. X.com, whatever you call it now. I tweeted at him and I was like, are you going to cry for more fucking balance changes? More buffs for the Alliance or some shit? And his response was like, no, because they fixed everything. That was like our last interaction. That's it. It was that. That was like a month ago. And because I heard him coming to WoW Night Slayer. And then that conversation. That's literally it. There's been no Discord messages, nothing. So it was a pretty level-headed conversation. I was like, dude, I'll publicly apologize if I feel like I look at your stuff a little closer and I feel like I was a little hard. So yeah, I do apologize. I definitely I was watching my own video. I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, I literally said I couldn't stand this guy's face. I don't even know who I was talking about. I'll have to go back. I don't even know if I was talking about Esfand because it's not legitimate. You know, I'm not really that pissed off at the guy or anything like that. I don't hold a grudge. Steven, on the other hand, I had a reason to really despise each other. He probably hates me, and I probably had more of a hate for him than I did. Now I don't hate him. Steven, if you're there, dude, I would never trust you with anything. I would just say that. Dude, there's a lot of slime, a lot of slimy stuff in the past, and with Edge creation, and I don't like that shit. Doesn't sit well with me. I don't vibe with that shit. I don't know. It's like, you leave this actually happened to my brother. Left his wallet at a friend's car. No, bro, your wallet's not here. Dude, I know I left it in your car. No, man, it's not here. That's the vibe I get, Like, that ain't happening with me. You're getting every damn cent back. I might even slip in some Popeyes coupons for you into your wallet, all right? You'll get back more. Get some money back, all right? Get some tendies. But, sorry, I'm hungry. I'm thinking about the tendies. Yeah, that's the vibe I get from Steven, and it's very, I don't know, maybe it's the ultra-rich people where everything's like a slimy, secretive way to manipulate markets and move like companies around. Like the companies change hands, and if you look into the owner of the new company, you look back, they worked together 10 years ago. It's very strange shit that happens, right? When a lot of these people start making money, ways to hide money and shit like that. And my question for the whole scenario is, people keep hitting me with how is it a scam if they're losing a lot of money? Great question. Who's losing a lot of money? Well, people that backed it on Kickstarter, $10,000 shit, right? What about the CEO? Intrepid's losing a lot of money on paper. Customers lost a lot of money. What about the CEO and personal funds? Because you can bankrupt the company, but the owners of it walk away rich as hell. Walk away with a big bag. So I don't know. But I think if you're truly interested in the future of how this unfolds, you can look at it in a year or two as the court proceedings continue. All that stuff becomes public. So, like where the money went, how much money, how much of it was moved here and there, how many times did it change hands? That stuff is going to come to light. So, last and not least, we're going to jump on the pirate software in a second. So, Esfand, you're a lot more reserved on your stance on this game than I originally thought. And I based that off a couple of other things, a couple of last videos and streams where it felt like you could say no wrong about the game. That's what it originally felt like. Not so bad. Not so bad as the other guys. I'm still pissed off about that Paladin shit. All right? I'm never going to forgive you for that. It's not that serious. But, all right, Esfand. Hopefully we're cool at the end of the day. And we don't have to be cool. We can be neutral going forward. Moving on. Pirate software. Okay. This isn't a shot at pirate software. It's really not. But he posted some good information, so I got to see it. And it's a little bit of a haha moment, I think, right? I don't know what he's referencing here. Deleted my last post about this. To be real, I'm pissed off about this, and I was lashing out at people about it. I don't know what he's referencing, his last post. I didn't see it. But that's not the point of this. The point is, Ashes of Creation had a referral program, and they never paid out anyone through it. If this is true, that's actually shocking to hear, because this program started a decade ago, or damn close, right? It was, if I remember correctly, it was during the Kickstarter. Before the Kickstarter closed, they already had their pyramid scheme links out. Right? Someone comment, yes or no. Sometime damn close to it. They had those referral links already out. They were already pushing the pyramid scheme shit. So, if they never paid anyone out from then till now, all the way, what does that contract say? What does that agreement say? Or contract, quote unquote. What does that agreement say for that program, that content creator program? And the reason I'm asking that is because, is that a potential lawsuit? I don't know. Question mark. I'm not a lawyer. I got one. Got an attorney. We can ask him, but let's call him. No content creators made any money off it, and some people are claiming anyone with a link made bank to stir up shit. Oh shit, is that about me? Anyone saying we've made money off it is lying to you. We got ripped off just like everyone else. Huh? Haha? I don't know what to say. let's hit him with the white blaze laugh. Oh, no, that's the yes. Kind of funny. Kind of funny, to be honest. But, as you can see, we're all in the same fucking boat here, right? We all got fucked. We all got scammed. So I wouldn't put me on the same platform or the same level as the sellouts. I wouldn't do that. I mean, they kind of fucking pushed that at the end of the day. You could be like, well, yeah, you're one of us for getting fucked, but fuck you for pushing it, you know? So, fuck you guys for pushing it, the guys that did. You know, they had that link everywhere. Oh, bro, you gotta buy this, man. You don't want to miss out. The next test is ending soon. Come on, use my link. Let's go buy. That's been done. I've seen the clips. I've seen that shit. The referral program is meant to give 15% on any ongoing account purchases to the creator. Yeah, I knew about this. So essentially, like, if I use your referral link, anything I ever buy, I buy $100 worth of Cash Shop bullshit bucks, you'd get 15%. You'd get $15, right? Because I bought 100 bullshit bucks. You'd get the kickback forever. Forever. That's a pyramid scheme, bro. Meaning the player needed to have an active subscription in order for any income to be earned. This incentivized creators to make content in the game to keep people interested. It also was never turned on since the game never had active subscriptions. This wasn't a shit plan for a social sandbox game. These kind of games are made of broken or on player interaction and these kind of games are made or broken on player interaction and conflict. Games like EVE Online have epic tales to tell because players set up the scenarios, but put the pieces on the board and execute plans to tell those tales. Normally people burn out when they're in leadership roles for these games because it becomes a second job. Oh shit, it is a job. Guild leading is a job. If you're serious about guild leading, it's a fucking job. It is. It really is. The system could have at least compensated people for that load of work. It was a novel approach to monetization, and I thought it was cool. Everyone on the planet knows what a pyramid scheme is. Everyone fucking knows what a pyramid fucking scheme is. When they first fucking announced that shit, I literally went, bro, I already know of Steven's history. I know how he made his fucking money. This is literally how he fucking made his money. Again. Put into Ashes of Creation. It's a fucking pyramid scheme again. It literally is. It's MLM. Again. That's immediately my first reaction 10 years ago on that shit. I still have an old video, like 8 years ago, I think it was posted on Ashes of Creation. I talk about that. That's a fucking pyramid scheme. Why the fuck would that be cool? I don't know. To me, that immediately screams, what the fuck is this? Then Steven lied about investments and crashed the game and development team into a brick wall. Overall, I'm legitimately sick of the witch hunting and bullshit over this game. Everyone got ripped off and lied to. The creators, players, and developers are all in a shit spot. It's the decision and lies of Steven Sharif and no one else. Yeah, but if you get burnt, we at least get to go, huh? You know, you fucked us over, so good. You should get fucked over too, right? So, I don't know. It's kind of nice to see it in a way, but it kind of goes to show you how fucked up this guy and this entire fucking ordeal was. The game, the incentivizing, pushing the game as much as you can to try to get people to buy the shit. Be as disingenuous as possible to get as much fucking referrals and sales as possible. If you did that, and I know some of you guys did, fuck you. Fuck you. You got greedy. You pushed shit. You were disingenuous to your own followers and fans that rely on your word. But in the end, you got fucked. That's justice, baby. That's fucking justice, right? In a world where you don't get a lot of justice, you know, you look at people walking free after they do horrible shit. It's kind of fucking nice to see, to be fair. But in the end, still fucked up that this guy also did it to them. The people he was supposed to, you know, back. Last thing, real quick, Narc. If you're out there, if you ever see this video, I emailed your old email. Reach out if you ever want to. I heard about your story. I didn't know about that until about like 2 days ago. when the news broke, I started looking into Narc's situation. Allegedly, don't know, I didn't see it myself. He was literally targeted by Intrepid Studios to stop making content. Fuck you. Okay, no, maybe not fuck you, but essentially like stop making content. You should quit making content, that type of shit. Push him off, like word for word, apparently, allegedly, telling him to quit making content. Like stop playing games, stop enjoying life, stop doing what you love. Don't know if that's true, but this guy did quit over the backlash. Quit like everything. That's not right. Get this guy back. I heard he's got a new channel and he's doing non-gaming stuff, and maybe he's happy with that, but he deserves his time in the fucking in the light to be like, I fucking told you guys so, and no one had my back. I feel the same way. I went through that shit as well. I'm obviously infinitely more aggressive than he's probably going to be about it. But I went through the same shit, you know? People targeting me, coming to the stream every night on Twitch. They'd come to the stream, me and my 6 viewers. They'd come there and curse me off and fucking, you know, whatever. Fuck this, fuck that. The occasional death threat. Telling people to sue me, stuff like that. I was fucking targeted pretty fiercely by the Ashes of Creation community. So you got to take your time to be like, well, fuck you guys. I told you so. I'm sorry for your loss, but I fucking told you so. Again, don't worry about it. Future MMOs is not bad. We have games coming. We will survive together. And hopefully I catch you in the next MMO, whatever it may be. We'll see. We'll see what we do. Classic Plus. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully we can shake hands if we have any misunderstandings in the past. I wish everyone in the gaming world the best of luck. We'll all bounce back stronger for this. And I'm hoping that MMO companies, MMO developers do not shy away from the genre because of something shitty like this. Please. Please. We need you. We're desperate. But if you're going to fucking enter the MMO world and you're going to create something in the MMO world, don't fuck us. We don't forget, all right? Thanks for watching.